How's it going, everybody? BDB here. Biden administration urges Supreme Court to let cops enter home and seize guns without warrant. That is absolutely insane, in my opinion. It's absolutely insane. It should be insane for everybody. And these dumbass liberals, of course, don't understand why we have the Second Amendment. It's the right to bear arms. It's not the right to have a gun. It's the right to protect yourself and overthrow a tyrannical government if one should arise. It's to protect yourself from a government that's overreaching. In this instance, the government would be overreaching with allowing cops to not even have a warrant to come confiscate your gun. That should scare the shit out of you. No regime just wants to take guns for a reason. This is not for your protection. This is, they're planning on doing something. We just don't know what. The argument that people shouldn't own guns, that it should be illegal to get guns, that we should make gun regulations stronger and harder to get. Sure, we can have those arguments. But it's not going to stop the fact that a criminal can get a gun whenever they feel like it. The only thing that these gun laws are doing are taking guns away from good people, and it's not going to stop bad people from getting guns. It really isn't. You essentially strip the rights for people to protect themselves when you have these gun laws, these open carry laws that are getting stripped away. At least a top Democrat senator dashes his party's push for gun control by opposing recently passed House bills. Senator Joe Mnuchin came out against his party's push for gun control this week, saying that he does not support the bill that were recently passed in the House. What the House passed? Not at all, Mnuchin said. I come from a gun culture. I am a law-abiding gun owner, Mnuchin said, adding that he supports background checks on commercial transactions because the seller, in that case, does not know the buyer. If I know the person, no. The push comes after a man who was Syrian-born shot and killed 10 people at a grocery store in Boulder, Colorado this week. Democrats seized on the tragedy to both push their far-left gun control agenda and to distract from the crisis that unfolded on the southern border under President Joe Biden, which has dominated national headlines for weeks. And they also want to pass this. U.S. Appeals Court decision allows states to restrict carry of guns in public. Breaking, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit just ruled that there is no right to carry, either openly or concealed in public. The ruling impacts RTC laws in Alaska, Hawaii, California, Arizona, Oregon, Washington, and Montana. This was not an NRA case, but we are exploring all options to rectify this. While today's results can be appealed by the Supreme Court, odds are slim they take it up. They threw out hearing a New York gun case back in April 2020, and that was the first of its kind to get that far since 2010. Now, I agree with what Tim Pool said a month or two ago, that gun laws and laws in general should not be the same in New York City and bumfuck Montana. Sorry for anybody who lives in Montana. They should not be the same. Because in New York, if you haven't been there, people live on top of each other and all around each other. In bumfuck Montana, there's literally miles between neighbors, if not a couple square miles between neighbors. In New York, you have police on every corner. Almost every corner, after defunding the police now, probably less of every other corner now. But in bumfuck Montana, there's not that same protection, so you probably should have a gun. So gun laws should not be the same in New York City as even in upper state New York. It varies differently. So the court ruled that the Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution confers an individual right to possess a firearm for traditionally lawful purposes such as self-defense. And it also states in the exact Second Amendment, if you read the Second Amendment of the Bill of Rights, a well-regulated militia, which everybody between 17 and 45 falls under from the U.S. Supreme Court, being necessary to the security of the free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, shall not be infringed. And look at that. The Constitution gets broken by literally almost every state that has gun-carrying laws. It shall not be infringed on. But that's going to be a video, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.